Championship parade and celebration for the LSU women's basketball team. Take a look. This is live on the route. You can see the fans lining up. We'll be back with all our full coverage in just a few.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national champion head coach of your Fighting Tigers, Mulkey.
I don't know if it's the mere fact that we are doing this in my second year back home. I don't know if it was the fact that I am home. I don't know what it was, but I lost it.
Man, can you believe it? LSU getting ready to let the good times roll again with national champions. Our special coverage honoring our national champion LSU Tiger women's basketball team starts now.
And as we've seen, fans from all across Louisiana already lining campus tonight for a parade and party at the PMAC celebrating those national champions. Liz, it's been 70 years for WAFB, 50 years for Title IX. Some would say it's about time, but Mulkey to produce this in 2 years, getting it done.
That is absolutely incredible. It really is when you look back at what she was able to accomplish with the people that she put together and the teams that she put together. So tonight we will hear from Coach Mulkey and the other coaching staff. Other participating in the parade include the Bengal Brass Band, the LSU Spirit Squads, former LSU women's basketball players, lots of dignitaries. I actually met one of the ladies driving one of the convertibles that's going to be taking people through earlier today. We have our news team lined up along the parade route. Take a look at the campus map on your screen. Kind of a short route, but you have got to believe it's going to be a packed one. The parade rolls at 6:30, so in just a few near the LSU School of Music. It's going to make its way to the PMAC along Dalrymple Drive, where it'll take a left on Fieldhouse Drive and then down on North Stadium Drive. And the parade will march down Victory Hill towards Mike Cage, and then the PMAC celebration happening inside. We want to get you to the action. We have our Jacques Doucet near the PMAC where the parade will come to a close. But first, we want to start with our Perry Robinson, who's at the front of the parade route. He's been talking to fans who've been out there for a while now. Perry, take it away.
Hey Liz, again, I'm standing here outside of LSU, well, actually on the campus where, again, the Parade of Champions will get ready and start. So let me get out of the way for a second so that you can get a look at the crowd right now. I mean, literally within the past few minutes that the parade has become actually massive with how many people are actually decided to come out here and support, again, our Lady Tigers. I mean, you can see thousands of people just lined up, again, getting ready for the parade to start in just a few minutes. You see the cheerleaders out in front. You see the band that is literally right behind them so that they can get ready to start playing. And again, I've been talking to these fans, and they are so excited to come out here and to finally be able to welcome home. If they did miss that time back on Monday when the girls actually did come, a lot of people missed that opportunity, but they are here today so that they can be able, again, to celebrate and have fun. You see a lot of the fans throwing up L's, just saying "Go Tigers" all through the street. And again, the parade will start in just a few minutes, and we will have full coverage. And if you do happen to miss out tonight, don't worry, we will have a full recap tonight at 10. Liz and Steve, back to you.
All right, Perry, thank you. So we want to give you kind of a bird's eye view of the crowd out there. You can see some folks lining up. This is the start of the parade. Lots of people on the ground there. Now, Steve, you have been doing this for a long time. You've been covering LSU sports for a very long time. Would you ever have imagined this for women's basketball?
I would have imagined it.
You hoped for it. Absolutely hoped for it.
Absolutely. But they've been so close so many times. And the thing I thought watching all those young ladies, Skip Bertman, when he won the national championship, every little boy in Baton Rouge wanted to play baseball. I think we're going to see the same thing. I think this was the beginning of a rebirth of the game of basketball, especially for girls in our area.
You got to love to see it. Our Jacques Doucet is also standing by. He's down at the PMAC where the parade will come to a close. Jacques, what's the scene over there?
Hey, Elizabeth, it feels like an LSU football game day, and I'm waiting for the guys to come down Victory Hill into Tiger Stadium. But no, of course, a celebration of head coach Kim Mulkey and the LSU women's national champion. As you can see, fans as far as the eye can see, they are all lined up, getting ready. How about these people over here? Alexis is the bestest, Lex Luther, and maybe we can talk to some of them. What's your name?
Claire Potan.
Are you an Alexis Morris fan?
Yes, sir.
What did you think about the girls winning the national championship?
I think it was amazing. I celebrated. I screamed.
And now you're going to celebrate some more?
Yes, sir.
All right, who we got down here? Let's see. What's your name, sir?
Jamar Mitchell.
Hey, Jamar. How about those Tigers?
Good, good.
Who's your favorite player?
Andrew Reese.
There you go. Angel Reese, indeed. Got some more signs down here. Luther, it says. What's your name?
Emmy.
How about those Tigers?
They're really good.
Yeah, did you watch the game Sunday?
Yeah.
You were screaming and hollering? Yeah, all right. Well, as you can see, all these fans are here. It's been a tremendous season, a tremendous story. As we all know, South Carolina was supposed to win the national title. LSU went to South Carolina, had a rough time there, but guess what? Iowa beat them, and then LSU took out Iowa to win the crown. And so we'll have much more here coming up in a little bit. Guys, back to you.
All right, our Jacques Doucet live for us, and we want to go back up to the start of the route. You can see the parade has begun. Here is the LSU brass band, Bengal brass band, rather, getting underway with this parade. And Steve, it was only just not that much longer, not that long ago that we were watching a different set of champions march down Victory Hill. This is a pretty good run for LSU right now.
Absolutely. And we saw Alexis Morris put out a picture today of, the cigar celebration, just like Joe Burrow, and now she's got a parade just like that. I believe that there are going to be a lot of beads that are going to be caught and probably saved for a lifetime as a souvenir from this big day.
Absolutely. Where were you when, and what's the story here? So, folks, the parade is rolling for the national champs, the LSU Lady Tigers. We're going to let you listen in and enjoy the sights and sounds for a little while.
the ankle.
All right, friends, you have been watching the championship parade for the LSU women's basketball team. Kim Mulkey there heading, looks like she is just getting lost in that crowd back there. Little spot of sequins right there in the middle of your screen. Steve, this has been, it's been fun.
Her arm's also getting tired, you can see. She's not pitching to Kramer anymore, right?
Absolutely. So not throwing threes right now, but throwing a lot of beads.
We saw Jacques Doucet hustle into position. I believe we have him now and can get his take from there on the ground. Go ahead, Jacques.
Thanks a lot, Steve. Of course, this march for the LSU women started right here in this building when they beat Hawaii and then Michigan. Then they went to Greenville, South Carolina, and took care of Utah and Miami. Then to the Final Four, Virginia Tech, and of course Iowa in the national championship. And now all these fans are here to see it. There you see, they're all lined up here. And I think over here we've got a crown. So what's your name?
Samaria.
Samaria, I see you got the Angel Reese crown on today.
Yeah.
Is she your favorite player?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to come to all the games next year too, huh?
Yep.
All right, let's give you a look at the parade again. Here they come. We've had some former players, and I think the players and the coaches are still a ways before they hit us, but we've seen some former players. We saw Kiana Chaney, who of course now is the head coach at Southern Lab. She was on one of the floats with some former players, and you know, they told us over the years when LSU basketball was struggling, some people at least said, hey, it's women's basketball, who cares? Well, can you now see who cares? Can you talk about all the great national exposure LSU has gotten since winning the national title, their explosion on social media? Angel Reese and flau'jae Johnson are superstars. They're being acknowledged by the likes of LeBron James and former presidents and whatnot. And so, as you can see today, a huge scene to support the first ever national championship in LSU history, whether we're talking men or women. I saw Tasman Mitchell, of course, he was a member of the 2006 LSU men's Final Four team. Tasman from Denham Springs, he had a big smile on his face, very happy for the ladies here as well. And so, it's been a long time coming. Of course, those 5 straight Final Fours LSU had from 2004 to 2008. They never won a game at the Final Four, despite having the likes of Simone Augustus, Sylvia Fowles, Tamika Johnson, and Kim Mulkey said that she was just mind-boggled by the fact that LSU had never won a game at the Final Four, and that changed in a hurry in Dallas, Texas. Of course, LSU saving their best for last, scoring 102 points in the national championship game just 1 week after Mulkey joked to a national television audience. She turned the television off when LSU only scored 54 points against Miami. But indeed, the LSU guards in particular, one Jasmine Carson, a transfer from West Virginia, in her 1 season with the LSU Tigers, certainly made the most of that, scoring 21 points in the first half. So that's the scene from here right now. Thousands upon thousands lined up down here. As I said earlier, it feels like an LSU football game day as the sun is going down. I feel like we're about to march into Tiger Stadium to see LSU play Alabama or something, but instead it will be the Pete Maravich Assembly Center to honor a very special group of ladies, 12 players, head coach Kim Mulkey and her very deep staff, which includes the likes of Bob Starkey and others. So that's it from here, guys.
All right, Jacques, thank you. It sounds like a LSU Saturday night out there on Victory Hill.
It does, and when we were watching, first of all, I think it was great that we just let people take in the parade.
Just an experience with you.
It was like they were there. They could hear all the things. They didn't have to sweat. They didn't have to park. They could just be there.
Best seat in the house.
Yeah, and see all the great stuff. And that one float that sped by, I don't know what the speed limit, I can't remember what it is on campus, but they were definitely exceeding the speed limit. But now we see why. Because it's going to take a while for everybody to get to that PMAC and get set up. I don't think they'll be starting at 7 o'clock.
Probably not. You can see folks are already starting to file in, though, and as the floats get up to the front, they're going to unload the players and the staff, everybody part of the parade, going to go inside, get ready for the celebration that's like supposed to start at 7 o'clock. We'll probably be a few minutes late. Don't worry, we're going to stick with you, though, and bring you the whole thing. That will be streaming on WBXH. Hour wraps up. Here's a look inside the PMAC. The crowd's already coming in. And Steve, one thing I love that they're including former players. There's head football coach Brian Kelly, already got his seat ready to go. I love that they included the old players, former players from LSU, from the men's team. You know, it's great to see kind of the legacy that these girls got to build upon.
In our open, Kim had to explain why she cried. I can tell you, a lot of former players cried. I talked today to one of Sue Gunner's top assistants, Tommy Goodson. He said, I was watching the game, I wasn't going to get emotional. In those final minutes, my wife walked in, she was already tearing up, and he said, I just lost it. And he's a coach. You can imagine the players that put on that uniform and lived all those years when they got so close, when they got to the Final Four but lost. For Kim Mulkey and this team to accomplish what they dreamed of course they're going to tear up. Of course they're going to share those tears with the head coach.
Yeah, it's an emotional moment. I kind of get chills thinking about it, of everybody waiting, that as you said, getting so close and finally seeing it come to fruition, seeing these girls carry that legacy kind of across the finish line and just bust open a bright future for this program. And as you said, kind of a rebirth for basketball probably in this area. We're going to see a lot of little girls signing up, I have a feeling.
One of the few people that's seen it from start to end is Perry, right?
Right, that's
Perry
right.
Robinson.
Perry Robinson was along for the ride. He was there in Dallas, got all the fun assignments. Now he was at the start of the parade. Perry, it's a little quieter where you are now.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Now, again, the parade and floats, they just rolled by probably about 15 to 20 minutes ago, so it is a little quiet right now. But I promise you, if you would have seen it just from a few minutes ago, you would have thought, kind of like what Jock said, and you would have thought that this was a home football game. With this, how many people actually came out here again to support our Lady Tigers from securing their very first championship. Now, again, as you can see, a lot of people are starting to go back to their cars. A lot of people, again, are getting ready to walk to the PMAC so that they can get ready to get ready for that celebration, which, kind of like what you all said, it might be a little behind because of how many people that they want to make sure that they stop and cheer on and be able to see from the people that, again, are out here showing that support. And I know, Steve, you said one thing about how emotional that the players and the coaches were, and the fans out here were just the same. Like, a lot of these people, they witnessed the struggles of the team. They've seen the ups and downs. They've experienced that same heartbreak. And a lot of the people that I spoke with said that they teared up when watching the game. A lot of people that were actually at the game, same thing. A lot of people that were at home, exact same thing. So, again, this is a very emotional moment for a lot of people, and a lot of people, again, are excited, and you could just tell just from the crowd. And, again, the support that the women's sports and this team has generated since Kim Mulkey and from years past that they've been able to accumulate over the past few years. And coming up later on tonight at 10, we will have a full recap from the parade so that you all can be able to see everything and hear from more people that were actually out here for today. Liz and Steve, back to you.
Forrest, thank you. He was at the start of the parade. We'll be continuing our coverage tonight at 10. And man, Steve, it's great to look out in the crowd and see such a wide variety. You see like generations of people. You see the young kids, you see the older folks who've been probably watching this program for a very long time, along with the new fans. It's great to see so much support come out.
And think about this. You know, we're on television. People recognize us. You might have met them on a story 10 years ago. For me, maybe 30 or 40 years ago. Then think about Kim Mulkey. She's known in the world. She's a Hall of Famer. She's a Louisiana native. I'd venture to guess there are thousands of people there who have met her and know her personally. And now they're there for the celebration.
Like watching your family come up. This is great. So stay with us, folks. Our celebration coverage continues inside the PMAC on WAFB Plus. That's our streaming platform, and WBXH, also our YouTube live stream. Survivor is next here on WAFB. Thanks for joining us. And friends, if you are still with us, thank you for staying with us here on our WAFB Plus streaming platform, our 9 News app, YouTube streaming, wherever you're streaming. We appreciate you staying with us. We are going to continue our coverage of this celebration. The parade has rolled through. They are unloading those floats, the players. Steve, it's just fun to watch. It's great to see the smiles, everybody celebrating.
And some moments of irony, you know. Other than Kim Mulkey, who were they there to see? Alexis Morris and Angel Reese. So everybody comes to see Angel Reese, and she's...
You can't see me. You can't see me. Of course, I get a lot of conversation, but man, the girl has passion. You can't deny it, and you love to see it on the court. That's what makes the games fun.
Absolutely. Look, Kim Mulkey and Mike, who dresses just like her, they've created a family. That's really what this is. And people can say, oh, well, they were, you know, too emotional, or they were saying this, or they were getting in each other. I don't know a family that doesn't have that. They might not admit that they have it, but every family has that kind of chemistry, that kind of drama. It's just that this team, this coach, these players are a little more public about it. There's nothing wrong with it, right?
No, and you see it in other sports as well. And so, I mean, why not see it here? And you love to see that. You love to see. You don't want to see somebody who's kind of robotic and just here going through the motions. You want to see people who are invested.
Or one thing on the outside and something totally different on the
inside. Right. You're going to see exactly what you get.
Being able to see it all right there in front of us. So.
And it is so great with the team that Kim Mulkey, she said something on Monday at the gathering at the PMAC, that when she was bringing this team together and bringing these girls in with her team last year and this team, that there wasn't a lot to sell them on. They didn't have a previous title to sell them on. She said all we had was Kim Mulkey. So obviously her personality brings in big personalities. These girls
What does it feel? How does it feel to see all these people today?
It is so awesome. I mean, this is the whole community. They came together. It's just an unreal feeling. It's awesome. So.
Does it still feel like a dream?
It does. It does. Seeing all these people makes it feel a little real. No, though. I mean, look at here. This is. How could you not love it? So.
You feel like you're about to go into Tiger Stadium right now.
Yes, exactly. It feels like a football game. I love it. I love to see it. It's awesome.
How's your life changed since the win?
Oh my gosh, my phone's been blowing up like crazy. Everybody, it's all the support and love everybody's showing us it's amazing, and I feel like the whole Baton Rouge has come together to celebrate us, and like you said, it feels like a dream. So.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let the parade. That was Izzy Besselman, the walk-on from Episcopal High School. She's a freshman. She can't believe this. She just wanted to be on the team. Kim Mulkey said that she didn't take walk-ons very often. Only 2 of them in her career, because walk-ons often agree to one thing and then they become difficult later. They want to play more or whatnot. And Izzy's still got 3 years left, so she's got plenty of time to improve and get some minutes. Alyssa Williams, a true freshman. How about this for your freshman year?
This is crazy. I love these people. I love this community. It's great.
How much has LSU changed your life in the last year?
A lot. Crazy. My entire life. Flipped around.
All these people. How do you feel to see all these people?
It feels good. It's like a community. It's like the whole city's family.
Congratulations. Alyssa Williams, a very promising true freshman this year. Kim Mulkey will certainly, and her staff, continue to work with her and mature her and get her ready to go into the SEC and have battles in the future and win her own national championship as perhaps a starter one day. Samaya Smith here. Samaya was a huge part of LSU's run this season, a true freshman as well. Samaya Smith, national champion, congratulations.
Thank you. It's a parade inside my city. It's a parade inside my city.
Congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
All right, I don't want to hold up the cards too much, but we're going to talk to as many as we can if you guys are still on us live here. Samaya Smith, a true freshman forward from Texas. She was near her hometown. And here comes the superstar, flau'jae Johnson. Big foe. Star rapper, star freshman, was huge in the game. flau'jae.
What's going on?
Another amazing sight.
Man, it's a parade inside the city, yeah! City, yeah!
You gotta get out and perform?
Man, I wish they won't let me get out. I feel like they'll swarm me, but there's so many people, it's insane.
Congratulations, real quick. It must be amazing to be warming up for the national championship and to hear your music playing, and then after winning the national, hearing your music.
Man, it was amazing, man. I'm just so happy that my music and my basketball is at super high levels. When a Natty played my song, it felt like a dream.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
3 years left, too.
3 more years. What's possible? Kim possible.
Yeah, Kim Possible, she says. Kim Mulkey, head coach, flau'jae Johnson. What a star. Of course, musical superstars across the country like Lil Wayne have reached out to flau'jae. Perhaps a collaboration is coming in the future. Of course, around her waist right there is a camouflage sweater. And of course, her father was Camouflage, a famous rapper who passed away because of gun violence before flau'jae was born. So she's always sporting the camouflage in memory of her father. The crowd here just roaring for flau'jae Johnson. Amani Bartlett, a sophomore actually, I should say, this year, from Texas as well. Monty Dollars, they call her.
Hey.
How's it going?
It's great. It's great. Hey, these fans is crazy. I love it.
All those 4-hour practices and all that sweat and all that pain, today it all paid off, huh?
Yes, this is so surreal. I don't even think it hit yet. Like, we just having fun with it. We appreciate y'all fans so much. Y'all show us so much love. I wouldn't ask for any other fans other than LSU.
How much has your life changed in the last few days?
Oh, big time. I have so many people texting me, hitting me up, telling me congrats. And like, big time people, famous people. I'm like, what the heck, y'all know me? And it's crazy, but I love it. I appreciate all the love.
All right, Amani, congratulations.
Shout out Cleveland, Texas, baby.
There you go. Amani Bartlett, sophomore, and here comes Angel Reese. Beats to throw. And she's flashing the "You Can't See Me" sign. That's not going away anytime soon, apparently. Angel, how's it going?
The Bayou Barbie is here. We got a parade inside our city, yeah.
Yeah? How's it feel to see all these people?
It's crazy. All these people come out and support women's basketball. I love it. I can't wait to get another one.
You leaving the crown for later, or what?
Yeah, the crown, that stay home. We're going to wait for next season.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not putting this away either. Huh?
No, we ain't putting it. You can't see me.
There you go. Well, Demetrius Byrd, former LSU wide receiver, he was the first to make the "You Can't See Me" sign famous here in Baton Rouge. And Angel Reese, I guess, Demetrius caught that touchdown against Auburn in 2007, so here we are about 16 years later, and "You Can't See Me" is alive and well again. Kateri Poole. Kateri brought the defense and the swagger. Congratulations, how you doing?
I'm good, how you doing?
I'm all right. I never experienced anything like this.
Neither have I, that's what I came here for.
Yeah, these are all the people that I guess couldn't make it to Dallas, a lot of them, and they're enjoying the party.
Yeah, I mean, it's a parade inside our city, right?
From the Bronx to Baton Rouge, huh?
From the Bronx to Baton Rouge, East Coast vibes.
There you go. Congratulations, it's just getting started.
Appreciate it, thank you.
All right. All right, Kateri Poole, who transferred here from Ohio State. Her team beat LSU in the NCAA tournament in the PMAC last year, but she said she had never seen anything like the LSU fans and the LSU crowd that night. They were about to blow the roof off the PMAC despite the fact LSU lost, and the LSU fans won over Kateri Poole that night. And then after Kateri transferred, she convinced Angel Reese to come to LSU. Reese was not even considering LSU. She was going to go to either Tennessee or South Carolina, but Poole talks her into it. Here's a big favorite, Last Year Poa, 2 huge three-pointers in the first half of the national championship game. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
They're speeding us up here. All these people, how's it feel?
It's insane. I love this atmosphere. I love LSU.
All right. Apparently the parade's behind schedule, so they're kind of pushing us forward a little bit. And here comes Jasmine Carson. Maybe I can get ahead a little bit here. Kevin Baptiste is doing a great job maneuvering here with me. Congratulations, Jasmine.
Thank you.
How's it feel today?
It feels great, I love Baton Rouge, and I'm happy we brought the championship! Yeah!
There you go. Jasmine Carson. Legendary status for Jasmine Carson. 21 points in the first half, 7 of 7 from the field, 5 of 5 from three-point range. No more interviews, I'm being told. I'm just trying to bring y'all the best covers, that's all it is. Emily Ward, the super walk-on, here she comes. Emily Ward, of course, the former walk-on, earned a scholarship. She's only got about a 3.7 GPA or so. And when she checked into the game, the fans would always roar. Just the consummate team player, always a smile on her face, always lighting up a room or an arena. And certainly the embodiment of a student athlete. And here's Alexis Morris. Luther, I think she may have the most signs, at least in our area. Luther, Alexis Morris. And here's Renee Bro, secretary for LSU, the LSU basketball secretary for many years. Very devoted member of the LSU basketball program. And for many years has worked with many different coaches here at LSU, but had never tasted a national championship until now. Here is Thomas Lene. I had an interesting conversation with Thomas before the parade. Thomas told me that in the 2 weeks between LSU's SEC tournament loss to Tennessee and the NCAA tournament, they worked out, hit the weights 4 to 5 times a week. And he said, quote, the girls hated me, but LSU did not suffer any major injuries this year. They stayed healthy, and perhaps that little bit of extra working out, weightlifting, got them over the finish line to win the national championship. And so obviously strength and conditioning always a huge part of any team, and certainly it made the difference for LSU as well. Shantae Crutchfield, a member of the LSU coaching staff as well. Of course, Kim Mulkey, I believe, has about 9 or 10 assistant coaches on the staff. We always joke it takes them about 10 minutes to come out of the tunnel before each game, but Mulkey does an outstanding job, a brilliant job of delegating responsibilities to her assistant coaches. She admits, hey, look, I'm 60 years old. I'm going to put all my energy into recruiting and to coaching, but there's some other things that I just need help with. And Shantae Crutchfield, one of the many assistant coaches that helps with that. Joe Schwartz, the young man, this guy's only 26 years old. Look at him. Let's live in the life, the former Texas Longhorns basketball walk-on, a member of Kim Mulkey's staff. He puts together the dream team, the boys, the young men who scrimmage against the women. And he also plays a big part in graphic design for recruiting and some other things. And he's also the latest guest on Jacques Talk. You can watch that right now on YouTube, on our WAFB YouTube page and WAFB.com. Joe Schwartz. Jordan Westbrook, another key member of Kim Mulkey's staff. She is always smiling. She's always happy. We did an interview with her. She also tackles a lot of big responsibilities off the floor in terms of logistics. She's not so much a technical coach, but with a team like this, especially moving forward with so much crowd interest, so much fan interest across the country, that'll be key for LSU as they continue to grow that brand, and the brand is huge. Those 3 letters, LSU, never been stronger in forms of women's basketball. Kaylin Rice, a big assistant coach, another young assistant coach for Kim Mulkey and company. Kaylin, how you doing?
I'm doing great. This is awesome, man. Yeah? This is awesome.
Feels great, doesn't it? All these fans that came out.
It's incredible. I feel like all of Baton Rouge is out here tonight. It's pretty special. I'm so happy for our team. Congratulations. Appreciate it.
Kaylin Rice, and then we've got Jennifer Roberts. Jennifer takes care of all the NIL, which is a huge deal. Of course, now with flau'jae Johnson and Angel Reese and others just exploding across all social media platforms. She handles that. Kim Mulkey says, I don't want anything to do with that. It's not my job. Pass it on to somebody who does do a great job. Let's see if we can get Jennifer to say something. Jennifer, congratulations.
Thank you. This is so exciting. I feel like all of Baton Rouge is here. It's crazy.
All right. Congratulations. We don't be they get mad at us for holding up the parade. So.
We're excited.
Thank you so much. Go Tigers. Jennifer Roberts. Oh, here's our guy, Johnny. Johnny Derrick. Johnny Derrick did insurance for 24 years out of high school. He was a big fan of Kim Mulkey at Louisiana Tech when she was a player and assistant coach, and then she put him on her staff at Baylor in 2000, and here we are over 2 decades later. And he's still getting it done with Kim Mulkey. 4th national championship he's been part of after 3 at Baylor. Gary Reed is superstar. Gary's a smooth operator. Gary.
Oh my God. What's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Can I come tag along?
Yes. I'm on my live. Say what's up.
How you doing? Congratulations to you, man.
Thank you.
I know it's a lot of hard work and all those 4-hour practices and whatnot. Here we celebrating it today.
Yes. Yes, it's amazing. Thank you to all the people of Baton Rouge that came out to the campus. This is amazing, man. This is great. Go Tigers.
And everyone got a car. That's cool.
Everybody got a car. We do it bigger at LSU.
It's like Oprah. You get a car. You get a car. All right. Daphne Mitchell, former Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket, coaches him in the post. Daphne. Hey, Daphne, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I was like, look around, John. We're doing great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How about these last, 72 hours?
I haven't slept. I don't really care to sleep. It's just amazing. I'm glad that we were able to do this for the city and for LSU. Coach Bob Starkey in the back getting his first one. This is my second, and I'm just blessed and fortunate. This is awesome.
Well, you're a big part of it.
Thank you so much, Doc.
Daphne Mitchell, assistant coach. We got one more assistant coach, the great Bob Starkey. All right. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good right now. This is insane. Nobody does it like this. This is why kids come to LSU. It's why I came home. This is insane. I've never felt this much love ever.
About to run out of Tiger Stadium tunnel right now.
I'll tell you what, there's enough people to fill Tiger Stadium, it seems like.
Well, look, you had a lot of great teams. This was the greatest. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
There you go. Bob Starkey, the technician, the mad scientist in the film room. Kim Mulkey says she can't get Bob Starkey to stop watching film. He's always breaking opponents down, coming up with the game plan. And obviously there's one very important person we haven't seen yet, and she's just down the road here, and that is the Hall of Famer, Kim Mulkey. Of course, got her start just down the road in the Hammond area, moving on to Louisiana Tech as a player. Played in the first ever NCAA national championship game at Louisiana Tech. Won a national championship as a player, won a national championship as an assistant coach at Louisiana Tech. Started at Baylor in the year 2000, won 3 national championships there. And now, perhaps the most, I don't know if it's the most improbable national championship of them all, because when Mulkey and company at Baylor upset an LSU team that had Sylvia Fowles, Tamika Johnson, and Simone Augustus. That was a pretty shocking upset to reach the national championship and then win it. But throughout the year, as we know, LSU had been a top 5 team in the national rankings, but it was a foregone conclusion that head coach Dawn Staley in South Carolina would win the national title. But then comes the shocking defeat. South Carolina loses to Iowa. That does some dirty work for LSU in the process, and then LSU takes out Caitlin Clark in Iowa in the national championship game in front of over 19,000 fans at the American Airlines Arena in Dallas, Texas. It was indeed a sight to see. And here's Coach Kim Mulkey, flashy as usual. She's got another very shiny, sparkling coat with tigers on it. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get anything with Coach Mulkey. We'll find out here. Oh, Gordon McKernan. Gordon McKernan is driving us. Good to see you guys. Well, we've been shooed away, kicking too much butt, I guess. Coach Mulkey being driven by Gordon McKernan. Coach McKernan playing a big role in NIL deals with LSU sports across the board. And I think that is going to be the end of the parade, and rightfully so. Kim Mulkey, your head coach of the LSU Fighting Tigers, wins a national championship in her second season here. Did a great job of attacking the transfer portal, bringing aboard 9 new players, pairing them up with Alexis Morris, the veteran from last year, to only lose 2 games the entire season, one of them at South Carolina in front of 18,000 fans, and another one in the semifinals of the SEC tournament to Tennessee when they had a huge lead. But none of that matters today. All that matters is LSU, your national champion. Yes, sir. All right. I don't know if we're just about done. All right. How's this parade today?
Wonderful, just wonderful. Just to see so many people excited to see Kim Mulkey and these girls bring it home. We love it. LSU, go Tigers.
Go Tigers. All right, we've talked enough. What a scene. What a good time. That's what Louisiana's all about. Back to you.
All right, Jacques finding one of his fans out there. And you know somebody covers a sport thoroughly when you not only know all the assistant coaches, but the secretary for the program too. Jacques Doucet, very thorough coverage there as the parade winds down.
And he reiterated that they were trying to tell him not to interview to slow things up. What's the hurry? Okay.
Where do they have
Nobody's
to
in
be?
a hurry to go home. This is their night to celebrate. I know they have.
Got a live look inside the PMAC. You can see Mike the Tiger is entertaining fans. Mike the Tiger had a costume change. He had a different Kim Mulkey jacket on for the parade, has changed into the butterfly jacket. That has been kind of the signature, those selling like hotcakes right now from the Baton Rouge designer, the Queen of Sparkles. Very cool to see over there, and you can see fans filing into the PMAC. We are going to stay with us and bring you this whole program as we continue to wait for everybody to get in and file in. Lots of fans. I'm sure the PMAC is filling up fast.
I think it was incredible that they had a float for former players.
It is. It is. I love that. I love that they are including everyone because, you know, a program isn't just one team. It is also the legacy. It is also the people who came before you to get it where it is. And certainly very cool with, and that's something that Kim Mulkey has also reiterated again and again, and even in her acceptance speech when they presented the trophy at the end of the game, she won us. First thing, I want to acknowledge my team last year because they started this run, they started this program, and very quickly got it across the line to the national championship. So folks, if you are still with us, joining us now, you are looking at a live picture inside the PMAC, waiting for the championship team to arrive to begin this program. Mike the Tiger there, giving a good bit of entertainment, dancing to the songs in his sparkly sequin jacket. I mean, I would hate to be a sequin in Baton Rouge right now because if you were, it's going to be sewn to something.
You know, I keep wondering, and I wasn't going to put Jacques on the spot because he's only in one location, but all we keep hearing is how many people are there. Are they all going to fit into the PMAC? I
would guess not. I'm guessing that's what, that's why we have the streaming and why LSU is streaming it as well, and we got the big screens out there. So I mean, look at that. That's a full crowd, and you can tell how loud it is. You saw the camera, the shot kind of breaking up there. That's the sound. That's just how loud it is inside the PMAC. It's vibrating the stand where the photographer is set up. So I think that's our Darren DeQuano set up on the inside. Our Lester Douay is there as well. He'll have all this for you coming up tonight on 9 News at 10. But man, what a scene. Just smiles everywhere.
You know, I mentioned that I talked to Tommy Goodson. Again, he was an assistant coach for Sue Gunner in the early days. I was on campus when Bob Broadhead brought Sue Gunner in from Stephen F. Austin. She had been the Olympic team coach, but didn't get to play because there was a boycott of the '80 Olympics. But he worked with Sue to build the program, to recruit a lot of the players that are household names from the years, and of course Sylvia and Simone are the two biggest names. But he also remembers meeting Kim Mulkey in 1983. Leon Barmore was the Lady Texas coach. He was a young coach, hadn't come to LSU or anything yet. And he remembered that day because she took time to speak to him. And she's been that way her whole life, right? That's the way she was raised. And it makes you wonder how many people in that building today are people that she's taken time. He said on that phone call, you know, I thought of Sue right away, but I also thought about the way Kim treats people. Whether you're the ticket taker, you're the people that clean the gym after the game's over. You're the people that marshal the crowd. You're just a fan that she's never met. She makes time for everybody. And that goes a long way. The little things over a long period of time go a long way.
And that's probably what draws people to her and why she was able to bring in such a great class with this, because people are drawn to that. They know that you're genuine and that you're invested and that you're going to make them part of a family. I think I saw in The Advocate reported that she had over 700 text messages the night of the championship game and stayed up till like 2:30 a.m. answering.
Well, Tommy told me he got his reply at 1 a.m.
Yes,
right?
that is, I mean, that's dedication.
He was obviously touched that they won it, text her to congratulate. Never thought he would hear back, and at 1 o'clock in the morning, there it comes.
I mean,
an answer from Kim Mulkey.
And everybody from, I think there were celebrities from, Archie Manning, Tracy Adkins, all the way down to, as you said, former coaches, staff, folks that probably just met her a couple of times, and answers every single one of them. And that says a lot about a person's character and what they're bringing to a program.
And of course, she's going to try to, as she said before, lower the expectations after winning a national championship, but to her point that she made, that people came here when the only thing they had to sell was Kim Mulkey. Now it's up and running. And now who's going to want to be here? How many people are going to line up in that transfer portal to come and be a part of this?
That could be very fun to watch. And what do you, Steve, what is your take on the future of the team? Because we know, obviously, Alexis Morris declared she's going to be headed towards the LaDeja, heading up to the WNBA draft. Rightfully so, take their talent to the next level. What do you think the future is?
Well, I have, because of her track record, total confidence that Kim Mulkey will figure it out. She's going to have probably some decisions to make because, as I just said, there are going to be some players from around the country, just like the Terry Poole did, who said, man, look at that. I want to be part of that. Well, you can't take everybody, right?
Right.
So you'll have to take, certain players that, don't upset the chemistry that you've created, the culture that you've created. But that's a nice problem to have. That's a way better problem to have than can we get people on the floor to play the game. Now, obviously, Matt McMahon just went through a season where, he'd love to.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, it's a nice problem to have.
Absolutely. So you see the team is arriving in the PMAC. They are somewhere in the middle of that swarm of people. I saw Kim Mulkey's jacket go by. You can always spot her. She's, kind of a smaller statue person. She's to have such a big personality. She comes in a very compact package. But you see her jackets. You see the team coming in and celebrating with the fans. You got Garth Brooks calling Baton Rouge, playing the unofficial anthem of Baton Rouge. Looks like this program is about to get underway, only about 30 minutes late. Not bad, though, for when you got a nice parade going. And the good thing about Louisiana, you're always ready for a parade. You got the floats, you got the beads on standby.
And I thought, while we were watching the parade, I thought, how many of these kids have never even ridden in a parade, or maybe even never attended a parade? Maybe they did it while they were here, but this team is busy working during Mardi Gras season. I don't know if they can take time to do something like that. But
yeah, you got to think, especially for like the girl like Angel Reese, for example, coming up from Baltimore, right? Where they don't do parades like this in Baltimore and on the East Coast. So this is a brand new experience.
Either, unless it's Thanksgiving or something.
Yeah. So the fans are lining up. Looks like this program is getting close to starting. You see, it looks like a packed PMAC. I don't think there is an empty seat except for those on the floor. Those obviously for, I'm going to guess, players, families, and kind of special guest and dignitary. Look at that, Kim Mulkey taking time to talk to those fans up in the high seats, though.
Yeah, I knew it would be an upset to start this thing at 7. It looks like it'll be more like 7:30, which is fine.
Well deserved. Take the time, enjoy the moment, and soak it in.
Why rush
this is
it?
a rare air up here. So friends, as we continue to watch the team kind of file in, this is what's going to happen from us. We are going to continue to show you this program here on your favorite streaming platform, whether you're joining us on WAFB Plus, our YouTube channel, Facebook, or any of the other ways that you can reach us. We thank you for joining us. We're going to stay with us. As you can see, though, a great parade from the national champs rolling through LSU's campus. A huge turnout of generations of folks who probably watched this program for a very, very long time and got to watch that emotional moment to see them win. There's the team dancing around. It's not a Louisiana Saturday night, but it certainly feels like one.
The governor could proclaim it.
We can
Saturday
pretend.
night on a Wednesday, right?
We can pretend. We are always ready to celebrate here in Louisiana, and I think that's probably that part of that culture. Probably is also a good draw. And in addition to having Kim Mulkey as your head coach, you know, it's the people down here.
And I love, as somebody who has an 8-year-old granddaughter, I love the people that brought their little girls out to this. This is something they'll never forget, and it's an impactful moment. And again, projecting how good this program's going to be next year, the year after, the year after, I think we're going to see an explosion of good basketball in Louisiana.
You certainly hope so. How do you lower expectations after this, though? You know, and I remember Mulkey came in, and her first speech was she set the bar low of, you know, this is going to take time, and she blew that way out of the water.
Well, if you saw the beginning of our sports, you know, she was the one on Super Bowl Sunday who said, South Carolina, it's them and nobody else, right? Everybody else. Well, the thing is, the best team on that day may not be the best team when they're on that floor that night for the national championship. That's
Very true.
The beauty of sports. You can have the best team, and Kim Mulkey might have the best team next year. The early, way too early poll that came out has UConn as the #1 team next year. LSU is third, right? South Carolina is lower than that. But how can you have a poll like that with the transfer portal, with the recruits that are coming in? LSU has the #1 player in the nation coming in as a freshman. I guarantee you they're going to get some really good players through the portal because they need some players at some different spots with LaDeja leaving and obviously Alexis. So sounds like Dan Bournet might be ready to get this thing started.
Tiger fans, welcome. Gonna ask you to please start to find your seats so we can get this party started.
Just your best. Your best.
As today, your Fighting Tigers play for their first ever national championship as they take on the Iowa Hawkeyes. And the national championship game is underway. Now she's headed to the lane, spin move, turns, fires it to Williams, layup is good. Down to Johnson, dunks on her, lays it in, it counts, and a foul. Johnson got the ball left side, took it home, and LSU can take the lead. To Reese. Reese spin move off the glass, 5-footer good by Reese. Morris into the corner, Poole, 3-ball right side, it's good. Terry Poole seems to hit big threes postseason. Pass down low, it's taken, Stolke misses, it was blocked, I think Samaya got it. Johnson has it, left wing Morris fakes a 3. Pass into the left corner, here's Carson for 3. Johnson will kick it to Poa, wide open 3 left side. Poa hits it! LSU picked the heck of a day to bury him from outside. Now Lil Williams' layup is good. Carson is playing the game of her life.
Yes.
She's on the run. We'll get it right wing. Carson, 3 more. Yes!
What?
Oh my goodness!
What?
Desmond Carson! Not only backdoor pass. Knocked away. It's stolen by Johnson. Johnson heads to the bucket. Layup. Johnson, good! With 3. She will hand it to Carson. Fades away for 3.
Oh!
She baked it in!
Oh!
back and say, oh, we got to lead. You got to play like we did in the fourth quarter the other day, like we behind. We are behind. Okay? Let's defend y'all.
Let's go, y'all. Here we go, y'all. Here we go.
She's looking under the basket. Will bounce it to Morris. 6-footer off the glass and in. A great play.
Great execution.
Morris is going to dribble through traffic. She's down the lane. Going to dish to Williams. Layup is good. Williams layup is good. Morris gets a screen. 12-footer left side. Good. Alexis Morris hits again. 5. Out to Poole. 3-ball. Right wing Poole. Yes! It's good! It's good! The Tigers are going to win it! It's 98-82. 3, 2, 1. Ball game is over! Your Fighting Tigers are national champions in year number 2 of the Kim Mulkey era. 102-85 the final.
Things do happen when you piece it together.
And your LSU Tigers are national champions for the first time ever in year number 48, in year number 2 of the Kim Mulkey era.
This is surreal.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Louisiana State University and LSU Athletics, welcome to the Pete Maravich Assembly Center as we honor the national champions of women's basketball, your Fighting Tigers of LSU! LSU Athletics would like to thank Hancock Whitney for being our championship partner this evening. I am Jacques Bouchot, your home game public address announcer and MC for tonight's celebration. And what an incredible celebration it's going to be. Your LSU women's basketball program has claimed the first national championship in program history. And the 50th team national championship in the history of LSU athletics. And your Tigers did it in record fashion, scoring 102 points, the most ever in a women's national title game. As we get our celebration started here today, we need to recognize a few special groups that have been instrumental to this program's foundations. The LSU women's basketball team managers and student trainers that work long hours and do the dirty work for this team to succeed at the national championship level. First, our student athletic trainers, Alexia Bowie and Erica Clark. Our student managers who keep things running, Michael Adams, Leah Wilkinson, Catherine Lejean, Sydney Dyer, Madison Ward, Martell Papillon, and Rock Spencer. Of course, this national championship is not possible without the players. And these players have put on a show all season long. 9 new players, and they pieced it all together all the way to a national championship. This team was stellar all season long, posting a 34-2 record. An undefeated season at home here in the PMAC. And a record 6 100-point games throughout the season. The first 5 games of the year, and then when it counted most in the national championship. Tiger fans, give it up for your national champion, LSU basketball team. Number 5, Samaya Smith. Number 4, flau'jae Johnson. Number 23, Amani Bartlett. The NCAA Tournament Most Outstanding Player, number 10, Angel Reese. Number 55, Kateri Hu. Number 13, Lester Poe. Number 2, Jasmine Number 0, LaDeja Williams. Number 11, Emily Ward. And number 45. When Coach Mulkey said that she was brought here to win championships, she knew she needed to forge the best staff in the country to do it. Let's give it up for this women's basketball staff. The administrative coordinator, Renee Bro. Strength and conditioning, Thomas Lene. Athletic trainer, Amanda Barry. Assistant Director of Operations and Recruiting, Shantae Crutchfield. Assistant Director of Operations, Joe Schwartz. Director of Operations, Jordan Westbrook. The recruiting coordinator, Kaylin Rice. Director of Player Personnel and Influence, Jennifer Roberts. The Assistant AD of Basketball Operations, Johnny Derrick. Assistant Coach, G. Regas. Assistant Coach, Daphne Mitchell. Associate Head Coach, Bob Starkey. head coach of your Fighting Tigers, All right, there's going to be a lot up and down tonight, I believe. Tiger fans, we have a number of very special guests with us today to honor our national champions. And first, please help me welcome the Governor of Louisiana, the Honorable John Bell Edwards. Good evening and go Tigers! To the LSU Lady Fighting Tigers basketball team, congratulations. Louisiana always had faith in you, but more importantly, you had faith in yourself, and you were smart enough not to listen to all the experts who said you didn't have a chance. Instead, you worked hard, you demonstrated excellence, and you competed, and as a result, you won the first ever basketball national championship in the history of the Louisiana State University. And Coach Mulkey, from one proud Tangipahoa native to another, congratulations to you. I'm going to tell you, we all knew she could do it. But what she has done to elevate this program and all of women's sports is truly remarkable, and we thank you. Now, to the extraordinary women on this team, you know, 10 million people tuned in on Sunday to watch you score 102 points. Make no mistake, you earned it, and you deserve to be here. So take just a minute, look around, enjoy this, soak it up. And there's some debate out there around whether those 10 million people tuned in to see you play that game or to see what Coach Mulkey was wearing. Whatever it is, the state of Louisiana could not be more proud of the LSU Fighting Tigers basketball team. And so congratulations, God bless, and go Tigers. I know you want to hear from some of our student athletes, so let's start with our team captain. Please welcome Emily Ward. So, Emily, multiple times throughout the season as a fan favorite, we would hear these chants of Emily, 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 Emily during the game. So, we want to know what went through your mind during those moments, during those times.
Yeah, so the first time the crowd did it, I didn't know exactly what they were saying at the beginning of it. I had to look over at Izzy and ask exactly what they were saying. And then she was like, Emily, they're saying your name. And then I was like, no way. And then I had to listen to it. And I just remember when I realized it, I can feel my face just get so red. I was like, there's no way this is happening. Because it was at the senior night game. And that's when we had the record-breaking crowd. So I just remember looking around and really taking in that moment. It was just incredible. Not many people get to experience that, so I'm very happy I did.
Awesome. As a Louisiana native and playing at LSU all 4 seasons, what does it mean to bring home a national championship to your home state?
Oh, I mean, it means so much. You know, growing up in North Louisiana, I have always watched LSU, all sports. LSU wins basketball. When Coach Bob Starkey was the coach when I was younger. And so it just means a lot. I've seen in my 4 years here, there's been a lot of change and a lot of stuff that I've personally had to go through. So I just think being positive and just being optimistic about everything has really allowed me to just really experience the whole LSU experience.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I happen to be watching from the PMAC, and when the time was clicking down there, I heard a little chanting, Emily, Emily. Just want to let you know that. So one of the biggest themes that was carried over both of Coach Mulkey's first 2 seasons is respect the past and embrace the future. LSU women's basketball has been very blessed to call some of the greatest legends in the game among its ranks. Starting from 1973 to today, these women form the culture of LSU basketball and have inspired the athletes wearing the purple and gold proudly today. Our alumni have built the very foundations on this program and have left their mark on its culture forever. This national championship title not only belongs to this team, but our distinguished alumni as well. And we are so thrilled to have you here celebrating with us here tonight. And now, Tiger fans, please help me welcome to our next guest to the podium, the Mayor President of East Baton Rouge Parish, the Honorable Sharon Weston Broom.
Well, this is a great day for Baton Rouge. We are indeed Red Stick Rising. I'm going to do a little math for you. It's called the Final Four. And in the Final Four was the LSU Lady Tigers. But then there were 2. And then there was one winner, LSU Lady Tigers, period. And so we just want to let you all know how proud we are of you. Coach, would you come? I know this is a key to the city. This is a key to the city for you and the team. But we know that you already have the key to all of our hearts. We love you. We love this team. Go Tigers!
All right, we got another interview with another great basketball player. Our next student athlete had one of the biggest games of her life on Sunday, collecting 21 points by the end. She couldn't miss. Tiger fans, please help me welcome Jasmine Hurston. So, people are going to be talking about your performance in this game for forever, the rest of LSU history. So I want to know, could you like feel it before the game that you were just going to have a giant big night, like you were going to go off?
Is this one? Okay.
It's on.
I always believe in myself. I've been in a slump, but I just wanted to be an inspiration to little kids and tell them, never give up. and I didn't expect to have the game that I had, but I always work hard, and it worked out.
Awesome. Yes, ma'am. I said so. So, how fulfilling is it to end your college career after playing for 3 schools with a national championship at LSU?
Man, it feels amazing. I love the fans. I love my teammates, the coaching staff. It means a lot. And everybody's journey is different. And this is my 3rd school, and I'm leaving here and being a national champion. So, I couldn't have asked for a better ending.
All right. I have to say, I was watching it here in the PMAC with about, 4,000 of my closest friends, and I got to say a few times what I said many, many times over the season. I said, Jasmine Carson for 3! We cannot talk about the excitement of our home games this season without talking about the Fast Break Club. These dedicated fans helped our marketing department set out thousands and thousands of T-shirts to support our team. And at home games this season, they travel to support our team, and they're some of the loudest fans in our arena. They're an indispensable part of our Tiger family. They offer support both here, off the court, and all season long. Thank you so much to our Fast Break Club. Our next speaker. LSU is governed by a board of supervisors which oversees Louisiana's flagship university and its many campuses. At this time, please join me in welcoming the chairman of the LSU Board of Supervisors, Valencia Sarpy Jones.
Good evening, Tigers. It is a wonderful day to be an LSU Tiger. Greetings to our esteemed Governor, John Bell Edwards, the distinguished members of our state legislature, Mayor President Sharon Weston Broome, my colleagues of the LSU Board of Supervisors, President William F. Tate, Tiger friends and family, talented students, faculty, staff, and last, but certainly not least, the reason we are all here today, our NCAA Women's Basketball National Champions. Thrilled to be here today to celebrate you, our national champions, the legendary Coach Kim Mulkey, the entire coaching and support staff. As I reflect on this remarkable season, I thought about what I would say about these extraordinary student athletes that have achieved the greatest honor in the world of collegiate sports, something that most only wish for and dream about. Well, you are a basketball powerhouse. You are elite. You shattered records for points scored in a title game, viewership, double-doubles, and the list goes on and on and on. You have captivated and empowered women and girls across the country. You created a space and inspired conversations around equity in collegiate sports. And you absolutely dominated in every aspect of the game. You were relentless in your pursuit of excellence. You pushed past boundaries, giving women basketball its well-deserved seat at the table, and sparked an interest in the sport like no other time in history. Your success was the result of teamwork that brought home what many called elusive and even improbable. You brought home the national championship banner that Coach Mulkey promised on her first day here. And I believe this is the beginning of the LSU's women's basketball dynasty. On behalf of the LSU Board of Supervisors, congratulations to the 2023 NCAA Women's Basketball National Champions.
y'all ready to leave. But when someone's talking, can y'all please be respectful and be quiet? I know y'all get ready to leave, but just be respectful, please. Thank you.
All right, right now I'm going to bring up another one of our seniors who stepped up in a real big way throughout the postseason. Please help me welcome LaDasia Williams to the mic. Big day! She speaks so many words. Y'all, there were points during the tournament where you took over portions of games completely and were physically dominant in the paint. So what work went into being able to play at such a high level in the games that mattered the most?
Just trying to step up as a leader for my team and just seeing the ball keep going in, it just really built my confidence.
Thank you, thank you. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
So when you transferred to LSU for your final season of college basketball, what were your expectations, and did you ever think that you'd be the final team standing?
I just knew I wanted to come play for Coach Mulkey, and you know, we had 9 new players, but our chemistry just kept getting stronger each day in practice, and it's just about who can survive the longest, so we did that.
Right. So there's something really important about being in the right place at the right time, right, Coach? Being at the right place in that low post when you catch that last pass, that last extra pass that makes an easy shot, or being in the right place at the right time, Louisiana State University. We often say around LSU athletics that it takes a village. Whether it's providing leadership, ensuring an outrageous and electric environment, or ensuring the best possible experience for our fans who come to our games, the village surrounding LSU women's basketball is not only second to none, but they understood the assignment from the day Coach Mulkey stepped foot on campus. Please help us thank them for their incredible efforts in support of this program. Lori Williams, Patrick Wright, Shaida Williams, Grant Kuvar, Sheldon Spike Lee, Tyler Scheffelbein, Carol Walker, Blair Napolitano, Elise Broussard, Brian Parr, Ethan Crystal, Alex Villarreal, Heidi Weatherby, Julia Feck, our excellent team of photographers who managed to get the greatest in-game photos that continually go viral. Kristen Young, Georgia Jones, Sierra Beaulieu, Dalen Burrell, and Chris Parent. And of course, we can't forget our amazing spirit squads, the Tiger Girls, your LSU cheerleaders, Mike the Tiger, and the sounds of our Bingo Brass Basketball Band. It takes many, many people to put the pieces together and get it just right. These staff members have been dedicated and passionate in every aspect of their roles this season, and we thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen him at almost every LSU women's basketball game, proudly cheering on this national championship squad. Please welcome to the podium, LSU President William F. Tate IV.
gonna make it plain today. These young ladies, coaching staff invited me in to let me see what they do. And one of the things that I noticed is that they love rap. They love rap. In fact, this squad's got like one of America's greatest rappers. Now, I asked her before we got up here, I'm gonna embarrass you a little bit. If you go back to old school rap, what are the 5 elements of rap? She didn't know. That's why I tell them to go to class. But the first element of rap is the DJ. You can't have rap without a DJ. That's right, right? The university and the coaching staff, you might not understand it, they all have DJs. In an academic world, it's called a professor. They're the keeper of the records. In coaching, we've got DJs. They're the keepers of the records. Have y'all ever seen Bob Starkey at work? That man is dissecting the record and putting it out there so these young women, when they show up on the court, I didn't have a chance. They knew the players when they got to the court. Bob Starkey is that DJ. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, it ain't over. Now, here you go. I got my man Coach G. Coach G at the Final Four, he's talking to everybody and their mom. I'm like, Coach, who are you talking to? Oh, we recruiting all the time. We working this thing. We got a plan and we gonna get better. That's what you need. He's a DJ. He's a keeper of the record. You see what I'm saying? Wait a minute. We got Coach Daff. Where's she? Quiet. She's an assassin. She got all the records. She throwing them records out like this, mixing that thing up, whispering in their ears, making this thing happen. And then wait a minute. Wait. Standing up in there, mixing this thing up. You got Mulkey. What's up? This thing's a wrap. Look, that coaching staff is the best in the business. But wait, what's the second element of rap? You got to have an MC. You don't have an MC, you don't have no rap going. The MCs are the encouragers. We got a whole group of encouragers. There's so many I can't say names because they're going to cut me off. But we got a whole crew of support staff with the coaching staff. They're the best in the business. You know why? Because we won the chip. That's how this works. And guess what? Every single Tiger fan, everybody who came to the PMAC, you an MC, thank you. Third element of rap, old school. You gotta have a breakdancer. You don't have no breakdancer, you don't have no rap. Now who are the breakdancers? The breakdancers are the people who listen to the DJ, breathe in everything from the MCs, and they try to make it happen. They call them players. Now look, we got some special players. Our senior and graduate student class, Emily, Deja, where was my Luther, Jazz, bust them folks up. Talking about a Hawkeye. Dead eyes what they were. I'm going to say this. Now, Lex knows this because I said, and I think it's important when we talk about breakdancers. That team from last year, Lex got hurt, but that team from last year set the stage. It set the stage for this to happen. But I say to you, I wouldn't trade my 4 seniors. Where's Emily? Where's Emily? Y'all screaming name all the time. I saw her up here. Those 4, I wouldn't trade for anybody in the world. You cannot win a national championship without senior-led leadership. You cannot win a national championship without the best point guard in the country. Talk to me, people! That's the best point guard in the country! If you don't understand that, you don't know nothing about basketball. Look at that 4th quarter. You better look at some tape, you better get some record here, people. The 4th element of rap is graffiti. Graffiti, right? You gotta have graffiti. I got some graffiti here. I'm pulling it out for y'all. Can you see that graffiti? Y'all can't see it. This is what that graffiti says. Since the NCAA started giving championships in 1982, there were championships before that. I'm not gonna disrespect them, but the NCAA championships, there have been several teams that have repeated. USC, Tennessee, UConn, Tennessee again, UConn again, and UConn. I told my freshman players, flau'jae, what I tell you? Y'all won 1 championship, but you only in your first year. I expect 3 more. I expect 3 more. I'm the president. I set the standard here. 3 more. The last rap. Y'all don't have a chance to watch their devotion. You should watch it. This Holy Week. After they lost, they got their act together defensively. I'm telling you, it's special. But they bent the knee in humility. And they said, in truth, we can do this. God can do this. They bent the knee. They said, God did. That's what they're talking about. That's the truth. They was talking about stopping and popping and stopping and playing. These things don't just happen because you can shoot and play. It's your time right now, and I'm going to say this in front of y'all at this public university. I thank God for these girls.
Our next senior needs no introduction. Alexis! Come join me up here. So your college journey has been full of highs and lows. You started with Coach Mulkey at Baylor and ended with Coach Mulkey at LSU. What can you say about your relationship with her?
Coach has been knowing me since I was a child, and I can't be more thankful and grateful for the opportunity that she has given me to achieve my dreams. And to become the woman I've always wanted to be. Thank you, Coach. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really nervous right now. But but I'm just going to speak from the heart. LSU. Thank you. I appreciate your love, your unwavering support, and for believing in us. Yeah, give yourselves a hand. Give yourselves a hand. We couldn't achieve this national championship without you all. We couldn't have did it. There's no way we couldn't have did it. This is it for me. So I just want you all to know I love you all with all my heart, and I appreciate you all for welcoming me with open arms. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, my teammates. Thank you, everyone. I love y'all so much. One more time. Luther out, I love y'all.
So they kept saying all night long, that wasn't our senior night. That wasn't our senior night. That wasn't our senior night. You got to call your senior night. Tiger fans, the LSU women's basketball team would like to take a moment to thank their dream team. The dream team is the women's basketball student practice squad and their efforts throughout this season in support of the program. And our student athletes, it's been invaluable. Please help us in thanking Carlos Halte, Henrik Wold, Josh Holman, Christian Weaver, Eduardo Espinoza, Lindsey Porter, Baker Smith, Cage Ranton, Jalen Johnson, Devin Johnson, Matthew Malone, Donovan Davis, Ivan Addison, Donovan Bennett, Taj Daniels, Jordan Marshall, Skylar Hadley, Patrick Kilgore, Luke Lagulon, Dominic Quiroz, Gabe Bonilla, and Hagen Losa. Thank you, Dream Team. All right, we all know who you want to hear from next. The Tampa Hall Parish native that grew up one of us and came to LSU to do good in her home state. She stood in this same arena on April 21, 2021, and she looked up there at those Final Four banners and she said, one was missing. One that said national championship. And now, less than 2 incredible years later, your Tigers are national champions. So Tiger fans, give it up for the head coach of your Fighting Tigers, Kim Mulkey!
Okay. All right, listen up now. You're getting a little restless. If I can get everyone in here to be quiet, I won't be long because what I have to say is important. No way would a coach ever put a timetable on winning a national championship. It's not fair to the athletes, it's not fair to the coaches. But what I meant 2 years ago, April, I had seen this program at its best. But its best never won a championship. And that's what I aspired to do when I was hired to come back to LSU. This is my home, and don't any of you from Louisiana ever stand and let not one person talk bad about your state. This is us. on now, tell us what your goals were. Tell us how we did this, Coach. Come on, what was the magical recipe? So I'm going to share with you something that I don't normally do. This is out of our notebook that I gave out in our first team meeting so that you know how this was done. Nowhere on here does it say win that national championship this year. You can't do that. You can't do that to young people. Number one, I asked them win 90% of your non-conference games. We did that. I said, finish in the top 4 of the SEC. Finish in the top 4. We did that. Check that box. Because if you do that, you're going to get a top 4 seed when the selection committee chooses the top 16. We did that. Number 4, win 1 game in the SEC tournament. We did that. Stay ranked in the top 25 all year. We did that. And the last thing I ask them is the same thing you've heard me preach. If you will play defense, and if you will rebound the ball, you may surprise yourself. The Miami game, those of you who watched it, I said, turn the damn TV off. I wouldn't watch this stuff. It's awful. You remember? We couldn't score the ball, but we won by 12 because we defended our rear ends off. Later, you break an NCAA record by scoring 102 points. So that's the kind of goals that I gave our team. When you talk to young people, I'm gonna wrap this up, but I want you to understand. As a parent, as a coach, as an adult, when you raise your kids and your grandkids, and if they love sports, it's not about a starting 5. It's not about being a starter. It's about being a contributor. We do not win the national championship without Samaya Smith, Lastier Poa, and Jasmine Carson. You 3 guys stand up. And this is a wonderful story to share. We're in the Virginia Tech game, and I'm pretty upset at those 3 kids. I'm lighting them up in that locker room because I know what they can do, and they weren't helping us. You think they took it to heart, and 2 days later they said, we got you, Coach. We're going to win this championship for you. And I've got 3 kids sitting over here by me that got the most minutes. But those 3 kids did not produce at that moment because they were in foul trouble. Those 3 kids won the national championship for us. I'm going to wrap this up. You've been great. I'm trying not to cry. My mother's here. Remember this in life as we leave here today. Today, I gave all I had. What I kept, I've lost forever. Treat each day and give it everything you have, people, because there's no promise tomorrow. Go Tigers, you're the national champions!
a beautiful sound. I really like that. Women's basketball would not be, these players would not be who they are without tremendous support from their families. Women's basketball would like to recognize the players, families, and special people in their lives. I ask you to please stand so we can recognize you right now. A lot of sacrifice. Ladies and gentlemen, this team has made memories that will live on well beyond all of us. They've etched their names into the history books and into the rafters of this hallowed building. The stories told of their games, the legends of the excitement, the outfits, the passion behind every single person on this stage have fueled a new chapter for women's basketball, not only here in Baton Rouge, but nationwide. You have been there with us to witness the rise of the 2023 national champions, your Fighting Tigers of LSU. At this time, please welcome Athletics Director Scott Woodward to the stage for the presentation of the NCAA Championship Trophy to your Tigers. much for attending this historic celebration. We're endlessly grateful for your support and look forward to having you join us in the Maravich Center next season as we hang a banner and defend our title. Season ticket request lists are available at lsutix.net. Please drive safely to your next destination, and as always, go Tigers!